Very good morning, students. We are going to see fourth point, that is making of Germany and Italy. In that, three topics we want to study. First one, it is Germany. Second topic, it is Italy, unification of Italy. Third topic, it is strange case in Britain. I am going to change the name of these topics in a little bit different way. We can say first one, unification of Germany. Unification of Germany. Second topic, it is unification of Italy, and third topic, it is unification of Britain. So the three countries, how they are developing as a nation, that we are going to see. We can see in the map here in Italy, it was divided into several countries. Then after the unification, it became the single country. We can see that one in the map, that is in page number 21. And we are going back to Germany. Unification of Germany. That time the blue colors, it is given the Prussia before 1806. What happened in Prussia, that we are going to see 1860 what happened, then like that one by one area, and it all together it is going to become the Germany in the future, means unification of Germany by 1871. It is starting with 1866. That blue color, it shows the which parts was under Prussia, and Prussia taken the leadership, and many years it is Germany was in second name, like that we was calling Prussia only. Then now also we can see, if we are speaking to some elderly people above 70-80, they may say like that Prussia or Germany, vice means in the same way, it is same place, like that they may say. So we can see the both countries, how it is made its unification, and Britain map not given, that where we can see in the world map with the help of atlas when we are reading the place names. Okay, so first one, it is unification of Germany. We can make into the three major points in that unification of Germany. First one, the war with Austria, Denmark and France, running over 7 years, ended with Prussian victory. Means the areas of we can see here Prussia, they are coming with war with which countries? Austria, Denmark, then France, and with different countries, means neighboring countries. This is the Austrian Empire. Here we can see this is the Austrian Empire. Let me take pen. This side it is Austrian Empire, and we can see this side it is Russian Empire. Wait, and here we can see here comes the France, and again with Denmark, the downside it is coming Denmark. So they are fighting with all the countries, those who are having neighbors, and Prussia got a victory. And because many parts of Germany was under the different rulers, even Russia was ruling some part of Prussia on that time. Then second point, in 18th century, 18th January 1871, 18th January 1871, assembly comprising the prince of the German states, the all German states, they are coming together, and they are representative the army, and important Prussian ministers, and in the during chief minister Otto von Bismarck gathered in the united unheated hall of Meissen in the palace of Versailles to proclaim a new German empire. Means the second step we can see in starting, it is started with 1866, and after 5 years they are coming together, and in that we can see the princes of the German states, or the princes of the German states, and we have seen many states was there, small states, and the representatives of the army and the Prussian ministers. Already Prussia, they had the election, and they had the ministers also. Then including the chief minister also, they gathered in Versailles, and what they proclaimed, a new German empire, that his head was the Kaiser Wilhelm I of Prussia. Means Prussia was the most powerful on that time among the German states, and Prussia is taking the in charge of giving the in charge to Kaiser William I. That is the second step. And third step, we can see the new state placed a strong emphasis on modernizing currency. What all things they are taking after becoming the state? First thing they are doing, they are making the modernizing the currency, then banking, legal and judicial system in Germany, and Prussian measures and practices often become the model for the rest of the Germany. Means Prussian model adopted to the all parts of Germany. So we can see 3 points. Only 3 points are there. First one, it is starting with 1848. 1848, the nationalism feeling, it is improving in European continent, not only one part, everywhere, and in that two thinking it is developing. One is democracy, next one is revolution, and nationalist sentiments were often mobilized by conservatives. Even though conservatives, they was thinking like that, they want to rule by monarch and other things, but they had they adopted that feeling or the idea of this nationalists and liberals. What they are saying, that is the nation feeling that they observed, and they also tried to mobilize that one and achieving the political domination, because if they are coming together as a nation, they can be more powerful politically, socially, economically. They can become powerful like that. The conservatives, they understood, they also supported the nationalist feeling or sentiments as well as the liberals ideas. Then that is the first paragraph, what it says. The next one, this can be observed in the process by which Germany and Italy came unified. This is the not only Germany, in even Italy, it is why they are coming together. They are thinking like that they can become dominant in European continent if they are coming together. Then the middle class German, 1848, tried to unite different regions. 1848 onwards, they started to think like that. They want to make a single union like that, and they German Federation, they called that union. What they dreamed, that what they had the dream in their mind, that was they were calling like a German Federation, and they are asking like that elected parliament and governance and other things. And the liberals, who is taking the initiative? Liberals, they are taking the initiative for the nation building, and but it is repressed by the monarchy again. That was the condition not only here in Germany, other countries also we have seen that one. Whenever there is some revolutionary thinkings comes, monarchy will interfere it and they will suppress it. And the military supported the supported by the large landowners of Prussia. Means the monarchy, they are coming with whom? The military, and to military who was got the support from the landowners, and the name of for them, it was Jungers in Prussian word they was calling. And Prussia took the leadership of the movement for the national unification. Means that it started with the middle class family, middle class educated family. Then slowly that taking the leadership taking by Prussia. So it was become little bit easy, because one of the powerful area they are taking the leadership, and that was the under the leadership of Otto von Bismarck. They started different process to get this unification of Germany. For that, they are using Prussian army as well as bureaucracy to make all the states together, or the princely states together with Prussian empire, or making the German Federation. In 3 wars, there was 3 wars in between, within 7 years, and that first one with Austria, second one with Denmark, and third one with France. That already we said. And they fight for 7 years, and victory, it was with Prussian empire or Prussian. That was the by that when Prussia become victory, by that time German unification process already completed, like that we can say. Then they are giving the power in the hands of William I, Kaiser William I, and in the under the leadership of Prussian army. Then the ministers, then then representatives of army, all together they came, and in a ceremonial way they given the power in the hands of Kaiser William I, that is on the date of January 18th 1871. That by that we can see completed that portion. We will continue in next video.